you're talking about representing art and culture that's again built to last. It's not flash in the pan. You know what I mean? So that foundation within the culture of music, that regardless of promotion and marketing by the record labels, like still has a presence and a validity and an appeal across decades. You know what I mean? Like again, like I keep WBGO on in my kitchen, so every time I walk in there, I'm hearing music from across the eras, that still sounds fresh, vital, and appealing. So you got that foundation, but then yourself as part of the Sun Rock Continuum, again, you come out of an organization that provided a template for Black institution building. You know what I mean? So I mentioned, those others in terms of AACM, in terms of Earth, Wind, and Fire, Parliament Funkadelic, and then, ACE, Black Rock Coalition with us, and, my friends in Afro Punk, I think they're on their 12th year or something, you know what I mean? So, like, folks who are seriously about, creating platforms for the music to reach the community, are working with like such a fundamental understanding that the art translates into um, community building, community vision, community appeal. We're all like, we're all moving on a higher plane in terms of why we're even doing the thing. It ain't for money. You know what I'm saying? It's not for self-aggrandizement. You know what I mean? But it's about this connection, between the music and community. And y'all, again, like, and the people recognize, that's the thing too. Again, undervalued, underestimated. Like, Black people recognize integrity and sincerity. You know what I mean? And they also recognize like stick-to-itiveness. So if you stay in the community, you don't leave the community for 25 years. It's like you get love from the community. You know what I mean? And so there's that reciprocity that's going on as well. And there's other situations where maybe the motives and the creative spirit were not aligned in a way that allowed them to survive. You know what I mean? Or and then there's just real estate too. I mean, that's such a factor, in terms of culture in urban areas. You know what I mean? We could have a whole sidebar on that. Like I go to Chicago, man, ain't no clubs. The jazz, the blues, anything else. Maybe might have gone from like 50 in the or 60 in the 70s to like zero now. You know what I mean? So all these things are factors. But I mean, yeah, I mean, you're still in the community because you are of the community. And bringing something that the community says, it's like, yes, this represents us. At our most powerful and transcendent and connected.